What's up, guys? It is arm day. I'm going to double up on arms this week. It was meant to be legs, but I figured why not. But I'm going to try and just work them a bit more this week, a bit more volume on them. But other than that, tired, cold, and let's get into it. Alright. Let's do some side raises. I use these plastic ones because as much as I hate them, they're quiet, so it won't ruin the audio and you won't have to sit through just ear screeching. I mean, it's bad enough you gotta listen to me. Alright. No, we'll go lighter than that, just as a warm up. God, these are uncomfortable. Now, the other side. The other thing about today is I think I'm the only person in the gym. So I don't have to listen to anyone else, dropping weights, or worry about anything. I can just be chill. It's the best. Alright, let's try 7.5. Now, the reason why I was leaning into it is because there's a certain point where that just doesn't have the same resistance. So if I come here, resistance, yeah, and then there's nothing there. Same as the other way. If I go like this, resistance, easy. Move it around as soon as I get below there. But I'm only going from pretty much there to there. I'm only working there to there. So what happens when I need strength from there to there? Well, then that's why I lean. So now that is in that range. Everyone following along, hopefully? So now that I'm here, and I've leant into it, now I'm getting resistance all the way up. You can even feel it hit harder up into the shoulder. You got to make sure you're not trying to go out with it. Oh, excuse me. You're not going out with it, because then you'll start working the front. So that's the reason of the lean, side raise on the cable machine. And you can even take your body out of the way, step aside. That works it pretty well. Same on the other side. Fair income. That is by far top tier shoulder workout. Alright, on to the next. Okay, so we're going to work front of the shoulder, front arm raises, whatever people like to call them. One thing, just put that bolt back. One thing I found, again with the cable machine, It's really work, nothing. So in that range from there to there, there's no point. But again, like the last, as soon as I start to lean forward and come all the way up, you can even take it to a bit of an extreme where you're not working below and bend right down and work just at the front area. So that's why I like to just split this part into two different ones. So one where it's a real lean forward, and one where it's just there. So those are the variants. And I'll tell you what, as soon as you start to lean forward, you can feel it just loaded all the way up, all the way back. And man, I'll let you know what's there, that's for sure. The first set on the other hand now, arm. Other way. Now the second half. Oh. Now on to rear delts. Let's get that going. So, like the rear delts, I find I have to, like the front, with the rear delts I find I have to use two different machines to achieve what I want. So again, with the cable, I can turn away from, make sure that doesn't, I can turn away from the machine and really get deep into the range of the rear delt. Or I could just face the machine and just go from there to there, much like the standard rear delt machines. But I like to incorporate both. So this one, my hips are facing the other way, my chest is just there, the machine's all the way over here. Straight arm. And see from there, there's nothing. But from there, and all the way back, now it's really working at. We make sure you stay just ahead of the machine. You don't want to be back here, so the machine's in front of you. And be just behind it, so you're pulling from the back of you. So now let's have a crack on the other side. Now to achieve it on one machine, you could turn with it. So now you could like go like that and then turn, but too many moving parts. Why would I try and reinvent the wheel when I have another machine that'll do the rest of it? But let's head over to that machine now. This is said machine. So I'll just do a light example. So, really quickly, let's just sorry. Oh shit. Set that like that. Alright. I might or might not edit that last part. But, alright. I'll do a light example. I've got the pin here. So we're working from there, and we can really get the back right to the end of the delt with this machine. Whereas the other one, we're just starting here on this one. Whereas the other one, we're starting from here all the way. So you can marry these two delt exercises together just to do one straight after the other, which is a really good, just a good routine for the delt. But let's hit them. 61. Alrighty, now rep for TikTok. We'll be back. Now we are back to the glorious preacher. Let's just so 15 aside straight up, because why not? Ooh, there's a step there. Alrighty. I don't know what that noise was. So this thing, gee, who is that tall? That's all the way down to the bottom. Fair income. That's pretty good. Actually, no, we'll go a bit lower than that. Gee, not that short. Fair income. That's better. Excuse me. So like I've explained in last episodes, I don't want to go all the way down with this heavy weight. I will tear a freaking bicep straight off, especially when we really start to lift heavy. On the light stuff, sure, I always go deep on the lighter stuff because there's not as much risk and it's a far more controlled movement. We're not straining the muscle, we're more straining the attachment areas so that we can go higher up into the heavier weights and not risk detachment of the attachment areas or tearing any type of muscles. So, and the last thing I want to do is disconnect my damn bicep from the attachment, that's for sure, because I've seen it, countless vows of gym fails I've watched, and yeah, it doesn't really seem like something I feel like doing. So stick to the lighter stuff, or the heavier stuff, at shorter range on this one. Lighter stuff, I'd go all the way. But again, it depends on what is light to who. But other than that, we're not going to go full range on this one. You can just feel fair income. It's always a hard, somewhat challenging machine, the preacher, because the weight's pulling you into the chest pad, and the chest pad's pushing into your chest. You don't want to expand your lungs too hard, otherwise you're moving back and forth, and that'll just ruin your form and not what we're trying to do. So it's very interesting trying to shallow breath it all the way through the reps. But I reckon we'll stick to this weight and we'll go another rep. No, we'll go another one. Fair income, we need to find another 5 plate. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Finally found myself a pair of fives. Alrighty. So again, like last time, like I said, not too deep. Yeah, my biceps already burning just from that. Alright. Enough loving. Let's just put that there. Alrighty. Let us rumble. It's always awkward trying to get this machine get set without a freaking spotter. Someone to help you lift it all the way up. Alrighty, let's do it. Only just for 3. Whew. My arms. That was good. Now on to the next. Alrighty. Onto the next exercises. Back to the cable machine with the nunchucks. Shoulders back, up and high. The best thing about cable machine bicep curls with the rope is I can start off in the middle, come all the way up, and then work just on that extra part where I'm going from here to there. And that'll actually help you get that nice peak, that egg in the bicep as well. But other than that, on to the next machine. Alrighty. Bicep curls. Cannot go wrong with that. They are literally the original. Almost. Alrighty. Fair income. Next exercise. So, triceps back with the nunchucks. Nice and simple. I'm sure everyone's seen the video 1,000 times where it's you do it like this, elbows in, straight down. Pretty simple. And you don't want to be doing these ones because you're not really working them. You may as well just be doing cardio at that point. So in and down. And that's pretty much all there is to this exercise. You don't want to be too underneath it, obviously. You don't want to be way out here. So just in front of it. All the way down, all the way up. Turn the wrist out at the front. Basically, point your knuckles to the ground. Now that we've warmed up, again and again and again, let us do some actual reps. on to the next iteration of triceps. Righto. So, this one, I'll make it lighter for demonstration purposes. This is to hit them even harder, hit your triceps even harder. So you come forward, and you're not doing a crunch. You're going to keep your elbows either side of your head, straight out. And look, the arms are going to move, it's inevitable. But you just have to try and minimize it every time. You come all the way out like that. Hope that actually sounds good. I'm a little worried there, I just saw it a little bunched up. Alright, let's go. Full top stack. On to the next. Alrighty, now this isn't the normal dip machine that I usually go on. This is a assisted dip machine. And why I'm here is to just burn the crap out of my arms, basically. So, first rep will be just me, complete body weight. I might move that because I feel like I'm gonna crack my head open on that. I mean, I need all the head I can get. My brain is not very good. Alright. So, straight up. Whew. Fair income they're tired. What weight is that? The 9th plate. Let's go. Screw it in apparently. Into the 5th plate. We'll see. Whew. Nearly didn't make it. Okay. Now on to the 7th. At first I was like, man, this is nothing. There's like no help. But trust me, you notice it. Okay, now on to the 9th plate. If the pin lets it go, there it is. Whew. I'm not going to be able to raise my arm or straighten it for a little while now. Now onto the 11th plate. Oh, finally went in easy now. Alrighty. Alright. What was that, the 11th? The 13th. I don't even know if this is going to go down. Alrighty. That. That was triceps. The best thing about dips is it even works a bit of your chest and shoulder. So, dips are one of my favorites. I cannot recommend them enough. But yeah, that's good. Now for some cycling. So, considering I'm like alone in the gym, I figured I'd do a progress sort of update. I don't know where we're at so far. So it's 82 kilos. So still got a long way to go. Still have quite a bit to do. But it's looking half decent, just chubby, that's all. Other than that, no, I'm no pro at flexing or anything, or posing. But other than that, we're getting there. It's all about the journey. Figured, why not get a video so far? But that's 82 flat so far. And see what, I look very different to when I first started. I think I was 77 in the first ever video I posted. Now we're like, what, 23 videos in, and I'm now 82. Okay. Like I said, I'm not really looking to go into posing and bodybuilding. I'm more just looking for outright strength, so I'm not really trying to get the narrow waist line and all that. I like more strength and overall look. But other than that, that was arm day. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.